Hey, what's up, Florida? And welcome to our continuance of our second episode. My name is Vic Lima. Everybody knows me as the Beanie Guy. We go back to Verona to interview the Bougie Man and, of course, Requiem Rust for the Gummy Worm Tour featuring Justin Cymbal, a.k.a. Star Daddy. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with more. Stay tuned. FMTV, Florida Music Television. I'm here, the Beanie Guy. We're back, and I have the supporting act, and his name is?
I'm the Bougie Man.
The Bougie Man, and you're a solo artist. Tell me a little bit about exactly what it is you do.
Well, basically, I'm a hardcore rapper right out of Pinellas County. Clearwater is where I'm from. Florida's where I represent. I'm here at the Verona. I'm a supporting act for the Gummy Worms Tour. We got Star Daddy and Angel Nightmare. I'm just out here showing love, showing some representation, and you know what it is. Look me up if you want to find out.
There you go. You were on stage a little earlier, and I dragged you outside. I want to ask you a couple questions that give people a little more insight about you personally, as well as your music career or your rapping career. At what age were you, and what were your influences that you decided, hey, I want to get into this crazy music business?
Well. Funny story, I'll keep it brief, but when I was 13 years old, I lived in Tennessee, and I lived next to Afro Man. And Afro Man was my neighbor in a place called Jacob's Crossing. And I met him, and I talked to him, and I was making music, and I loved like rap music, Linkin Park, Eminem, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and they just influenced me to rap, and from then on, I just been rapping.
So how old were you when you actually started performing and actually rapping on stage live?
My first,
what age were you?
I want to say 18. 18 years old was my first show.
Yeah. And what were your influences? Same thing.
Same thing, but I liked a lot of old school music, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You had this
very studied.
Yeah,
yes.
and you have a knack for rapping, so you got into that, and then you're a hardcore rapper, as you said.
Yes.
But give me a moment in your career, that you've been playing music that really stood out, that made you feel like, wow, I've actually made it. I mean, I'm living my dream. I'm living in the rock and roll business.
I want to say the defining moment is when, I don't know if you remember, but the guy that signed Metallica, I shook hands with him and drank a beer with him. And right here in downtown Tampa, I opened up for Bones. He's not like a huge act, but he's dope on the underground scene. 5,000 people, the Ritz.
Yeah.
And I played New York City, the same venue as Biggie Smalls, MBK, and got my hair cut at the same barbershop. Those are the three defining moments, but I can't choose one.
No. Those are definitely some good moments there. I wish I could say something like that, but I've worked with a lot of big stars in the past myself. No name dropping need to be. But I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I saw you perform. You do a great job throwing some freestyle, hardcore shit out there now. I mean, this was good. And I'll tell you, how do we get a hold of you? How do people get a hold of your Facebook page, your website?
My Facebook page, you can find me at Sean Michael Hyatt. Hyatt like the hotel. SEAN is the first name. Michael, if you can't spell that, learn how. And Bougie Mane, BOUGIEMANE, Mane. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you want. Look me up, find me, reach out to me. I do it for the people, I do it for myself and my family.
And for the music and the family. Well, that's great. Pleasure to meet you, brother. Thanks for coming out here and answering the three Beanie questions. And you're watching FMTV, Florida Music Television, and I am the Beanie Guy. We'll be right back after this message.
Yo, this is Bougie Man, Florida Music TV. You know what I mean? Holla at your boys.
Bougie Man.
Yeah, but it's Maine.
Maine.
Yep.
Maine.
Bougie Mane.
This is Requiem Rust, and you are watching
FMTV.
We'll be right back. Requiem Rust out of San Antonio, Texas.
Out of Texas, and you guys are here on the Gummy Worm tour, which of course I did some interviews with some other bands, but you are a supporting act for that tour, correct?
Yes, we're co-headlining with Justin Symbol. We're playing with Angel Nightmare and Buddy Danger. Really great guys, and also DJ Swamp. He's pretty much mingling on the scratches.
From Ministry, I just interviewed him a second ago. What is your name and what do you do in the band?
I'm the Geist, and I play guitar.
Guitar?
In general.
And you are?
I'm the Creep, and I'm lead singing.
The Creep and the lead singer. And you are?
I'm the Phantom, and I run live lights and play synthesizer.
I'm the Demon, I'm the drummer.
Ready. And all you gentlemen, now I want to ask you 3 simple questions, as I said. The first question is, at what age were you and what influenced you to get involved in the music business? You know, was it a video? Was it a TV? Was it an actor? A song? What was yours?
Well, I was around 11 or 12, and I just always wanted an electric guitar. I always liked the way it sounded, and I didn't really get into the music industry until I was like 18 or 19 years old.
Right. So how old were you when what influenced you?
Like 11 or 12.
What was it? The song,
rock
music?
Rock music,
on
Metallica,
the
Ronnie
radio
James Dio, yeah, all that good stuff.
How about you?
Honestly, my parents telling me that I couldn't play an instrument. I was just like, all right, watch.
Yeah.
I don't remember how old I was. I didn't care. I just
You just started playing, getting involved in the music industry.
started talking
How
to
about
musicians.
yourself?
I've always been a big fan of music. I remember I grew up with a dad who was always into like country music and stuff, and I remember always hating it. And I found a CD like in a parking lot one time, and I put it in. I think it was like some old James. Honestly, I can't remember who it was, but I just remember it was phenomenal to me. And my dad heard it, and he threw it out the window again. I'm like, well, now some lucky kid's gonna find that too, and have what I found, and find a passion in real music that isn't country music.
How about you, Dean?
Me around 11 or 12. It was my father, actually. He was a percussionist. And that's how it got into me, like, I want to play the drums. And he actually, in the family, was the one who, you can do it.
So in a family-orientated band and music.
Yeah, my father loved 50s and 60s music.
How
and I
old was
also,
it when you actually, got influenced by him? What were you, 3 or 4 years old?
Yeah, exactly.
Very
3,
young.
4, very young. And it wasn't until 16 that
Which led me to my next question. When did you actually start performing live?
like around 16, 17.
16?
Yeah.
And what were your influences then, other than your father?
Death metal.
Metal?
I was into metal, death metal, grindcore, and then I kept to hardcore and stuff like that.
Right. And
Yeah.
and how about you? What age will you start performing?
I definitely started late. I chose to join the military early in life, and then when I got out, luckily friends with this gentleman right here since high school, saw the music he was doing, I fell in love with it, and did everything I could to help it progress, and we're just on a long journey since then. It's been amazing. But it was actually my first band and everything, but I've been loving it. And
How old were you then when you got out of service, I guess?
I was probably like,
in the Army? Or?
Yes, I was in the Army, but I didn't start until I was like maybe 26, 27, so definitely late, but it's been amazing, and I can't believe where I am today.
Well, there you go. How about you?
Where I've been.
Pretty much saw a band open up for Combi Christ, and I thought I could make them sound better. And then they were just like, all right, let's do it. And we sounded better.
How old was that?
Early 20s. Yeah.
How old were you when you actually started performing live?
I was like 18, 19 years old, fresh out of high school. I just started performing professionally at the White Rabbit in San Antonio. Shout out to them. But yeah, just ever since then, my influences are death metal, grindcore, all that heavier stuff, hardcore, Texas hardcore.
All right, so my last question, I guess, is, at what point did you guys feel in your music career that, wow, I'm actually living my dream? I mean, I dreamt of this years ago as a kid, and I'm actually performing or playing live in a band. What was that moment for you?
Jeez, I guess when I first joined a band in general.
That was it. That was good enough. I'm on stage. I am now on my way to being a rock star.
Never give up, never give up music.
There you go. How about you? You seem like you've been at it for quite a while, huh?
It's like pretty much when I make a request through the local promoters that I know they tend to give me first kind of, this band's coming through. So I tend to work with promoters. They know I
So
bring
you've had a
pretty good
lot of
show.
moments that you really
It's built up. It's built up. It's a lot of trust. They know I bring a good show, so they tend to invite us
What was
back.
one of your moments that you felt, wow, you know, I mean, I'm in the music business. I mean,
When I promised the dead friend that I would open up for Three Teeth, and that happened within a year of that.
there you go. That's
So-
a good deal. And how about you? What was your memorable moment?
Definitely playing with artists that I remember hearing when I was a kid. Like we've got the opportunity to play with so many amazing bands, but for me, Powerman 5000. I grew up listening to Spider, and just it was nostalgic for me. And Mushroomhead we played with, like bands that I was a little kid scratching my ass listening to these bands in my room, and now I'm like rubbing elbows with them, kind of like, and they're all just such amazing artists. Like it's
Rubbing
like,
elbows.
wow.
I've done a lot of that myself. As I said before, I've met a lot of people, working with some really big people. No sense in, yeah, exactly. No sense in dropping names, but I mean, I know how you feel. It's a moment where you go like, holy shit. I mean, I was listening to this guy when I was a kid, man. You know, and here he is standing next to me now, you know, or partying with me or whatever. So that's always a great moment. How about you, Damien? What was your moment that you went like, wow?
Like Creep, it's been building up. Since I started playing back in Puerto Rico, everything was good. But now that I'm here, that I joined the band Rico and Ross, it has been like awesome. Playing and opening for bands that I have never thought gonna see ever. Imagine less playing.
Opening up and being sharing stage with them, backstage, even meeting some of them. I mean, I can understand how that could be real influential. But I want to know more about the band. So does the people out there in FMTV land. And how can we get a hold of you? What's a website or Instagram or Facebook page or something that they can listen to your music and you got videos out, right?
Yeah, we have a video out we released a single earlier this year, I believe in February or March, I can't remember. But we released a video shortly after that was released, and it's called Monster Like Me. And then shortly after that, during the summer, I'd say about 2 weeks ago, we released our new full-length album, Hush. It's available everywhere, like Amazon, iTunes, Spotify. You can find it Apple Play, everything.
And one more time, the name of the band?
Requiem Rust.
Thank you so very much. We are Requiem Rust. As you know, we have been traveling and will continue to travel thousands of miles to entertain wonderful, beautiful people such as yourselves. We solely survive on merch sales. Show some love. Show some hugs and kisses. Either way, it replenishes and heals us. Thank you.
FMTV Rock.